Well, Frankie went to school at the in Cambridge, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and she went to a dance hall somewhere in Manhattan, somewhere like in the 40s or 50s, and the girls would buy tickets and they would stand along the wall, and the guys would come over, and it was perfectly proper. You don't have to be introduced. You just walk over to the wall where the girls sort of hung out, and you have your eye on the one you wanted to dance with, and you'd say, "Would you like to dance?" And of course, the girls always say, "Oh yes," and then they go, dancing on the dance floor, and that's how they would get to meet. And I think that's how John and Lillian met. They both attended these dance hall. I think my brother Richie went to a boys' high school, Commercial High, I think was the name of the school, and John must have gone. Oh, I know what. John attended a special school called the Delahanty Institute, where you train to be a firefighter, because that's what he knew from day one. When I say day one, he used to hang out at the firehouse on 113th Street and Amsterdam Avenue, Engine Company 47. He used to hang out all the time. And as the alarms came in, the alarms came in citywide, and they would know like which firehouse was affected. And if it ever, called for their engine to leave, he would hang out until the engine returned. Sometimes it was a mile. It was, hardly worth going to. Yeah, he hung out at the firehouse all the time because he knew that he was going to take a test to be a firefighter. And he did. And he worked as a firefighter for most of his working life. And I think he got one promotion. He got to be a lieutenant, like, upper grade.
So he hung out with at the firehouse when he was a little kid?
Yeah,
Older.
as like, like at the age of 10, 12, 13. Yeah, and I mean, it's not a little kid, but, I would imagine like at the age of 10 or maybe 12. Yeah, he would just hang out, stand in front of the firehouse. I guess the firemen probably, were friendly enough with him, and guys, I guess women didn't go into that field back then. But yeah, that's where he got his training, so that when he took the civil service exams, he passed in a breeze.
Dilettanti?
Delahanty. I don't know if they still exist or not.
It's a Delahanty Institute, so it's the city's leading civil service school.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Huh. It's kind of a dangerous occupation.
This way, he got to learn some of the goings on at the firehouse. How they would cook their meals. He saw them slide down the pole. It's like if it's 2 stories, and if they were upstairs where they had cots to maybe lie down, and if the alarm came in and they had to respond, there was like a big hole in the ceiling with a big brass pipe, and they would hang on to the pipe and slide down so they get to their engine, pronto. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of firehouses had a black, like black spots on a white dog.
And they're considered not very good pets. I think they're considered kind of vicious. I don't know.
Or hyper. I knew somebody.
Hyper. Okay, Dalmatians and horses are very compatible. So the dogs are easily trained to run in front of the engines to help clear a path and guide the horses. Horses are afraid of fire. Oh, great. So the Dalmatian's presence could distract them and comfort them. Or the dogs could also stand guard near the fire truck, whatever, to ensure that no one stole the firefighters' equipment or horses.
I remember talking about my brother John. Um, one of the fires that he went to, to help put out, of course, it was a very sad, horrible fire where I think some children lost their lives, and the fire was caused by a Christmas tree going into a big blaze. The electrical light on the tree malfunction or something, and it caused a spark, and the tree was sort of dried out, and it went up like in flames, like in seconds. And I think maybe one or maybe several children were killed or burned in that fire. And John, it affected him so that when he got married and had children of his own, and they celebrated Christmas, he forbade them to have a live Christmas tree. He never had a live Christmas tree. They did have a Christmas tree. They would get a fire retardant artificial tree.